All right, welcome everybody to Dave Cooper Live, where we showcase the people, the products, and the processes helping us to build it better. And today is no different. Is it possible to build non-combustible, net zero, high wind resistant, and sustainable homes using cementitious fiber composite patented building technology? Well, you got to stick around to find out, because here we're going to have a word from our sponsors first. Stream Modular, the only logistics company you need to transport your mods, pods, and panels. Our friends at Stream Modular are investing $50 million over the next 25 years to build the technology, solutions, and trailers needed to handle and transport the projects of today and meet the demands of tomorrow. Reach out to their team at streammodular.com to discuss your next project. CombiLift is the largest global manufacturer of multi-directional forklifts and straddle carriers, a leader in long load handling solutions, offering a free warehouse and site optimization design service. CombiLift helps companies of all sizes and from every industry maximize the capacity, safety, and efficiency of their warehouse and storage facilities. A big thank you to Paul Short and the team at CombiLift for helping us all to build it better. Visit them at combilift.com. Brave Control Solutions, where offsite manufacturing systems that do more than just improve productivity. They have a unique approach to industrialized construction, a lineup of flexible automation systems specifically designed for the construction industry, empowered by CAD to Fab, and turnkey solutions for 3D volumetric assembly, structural insulated panels, finished wall assemblies, MEP component processing, assembly, kitting, and storage. Learn more at thinkbrave.com. All right, listen, we're going to hop into it. Today, we have a person known as the concrete guy. That's right. He's been in it a long time, family-run business, and now he's still in it, taking it to the next level. He also wants to build it better. He also wants to change how we build. He wants to do it more sustainable, healthier, and more affordable for all of us out there across the globe. So let's hop into it. Let's welcome Michael Weber, Chief Operations Officer, NIOBuilt Corporation, to the show. Michael, how you doing, sir?
Thank you, Dave, and what a welcome, and I'm doing great. Appreciate this opportunity.
Well, you know, we've had you on the show a few years ago. It's probably more than that. Who knows at this point? And every time we talk, you are going to a whole nother level on where you're at and what you're doing. And NIOBuilt is no different. And I'm super excited to have you back on the show to talk about all this.
Well, thank you. And you know what? In this role, I'm able to utilize everything that I have done up to this date to as you had mentioned, we plan to change the way homes are built in this country, and it's pretty exciting.
It is super exciting. So what also is exciting, Michael, is your past. So before we hop into it, we want to know everything about you from the moment you were born to this very moment in time. Do not leave out any of the good stuff from the hospital, or I will actually have your wife on the show, and I bet that will get embarrassing for you. But you only have 2 minutes to do it, so go ahead and hop into it.
I've been in this industry all my life. I started, my family's in the sand and gravel and ready mix and excavating business in Northwest Ohio, went to the University of Toledo after graduation, went to the family business, decided after a few years I didn't want to be in the family business, and relocated to Southwest Michigan. My wife had a great career opportunity, and I was fortunate to land with a company, Consumers Concrete, that ultimately became the largest ready mix and block producer in the state. Following that, there was an opportunity to join the Portland Cement Association, heading up their residential program. That's what really put me at the national level. And my role there was to expand the use of cement-based building technologies and products for the residential market. So,
yeah.
I'm active in a voting member with the American Concrete Institute on 4 different committees. I'm the subcommittee chair for the above grade concrete walls for the residential committee. I've got a lot of hats at the national level, and it's exciting to now actually piece everything together that I've done over the decades, and it has been decades, Dave, to what I'm doing now.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, listen, you don't get the name the concrete guy by just stepping in and putting on a pair of boots, right? I mean, you've been in this business a long time. Heck, you and I met because you were also involved in the building systems at the National Association of Home Builders. You've won a lot of awards there as well. So not only have you been in this industry as a practitioner pretty much your entire life, you've also been giving back to this industry, I would say your entire life, or at least half of it, right? I mean, and like you said, with all this experience comes a lot of knowledge, and you learned a lot because you never stopped learning. And now you're bringing all that education to what you're doing now. And that's what's super exciting. So tell us a little bit about who Nile Built is.
Nile Built is a builder developer. We had an editor here not too long ago coined us as a tech-enabled developer. We are improving the way the homes are built. With our patented system, we are offering a non-combustible, high wind event resistant, net zero, and sustainable building envelope for the home. And what we have found throughout my career, and our CEO, as Chief Technology Officer and co-founder, is Scott Long. And I've worked with Scott all the way back to my days at the Portland Cement Association when his venture was for concrete sandwich panels. And we partnered on different Habitat for Humanity projects, and actually the 2007 New American Home, the National Association of Home Builders official show home, was a system similar to our patented technology, but we've made improvements that make it more affordable, make it more energy efficient, make it less expensive to build and more practical. So that's what's huge about this. This is not some new, far-reaching technology that we're trying to incorporate. There are building standards that this building technology meets while it's patented because of the improvements that we've made. This is not some pie in the sky kind of thing that we're trying to kick off here. This is utilizing technology that has been worked into the marketplace for over 30 years now, and we've made improvements on it to make it mainstream.
So who is this product for? I mean, people would actually think, when we talk about net zero, carbon neutral, and then add the word concrete to all of that, they'd almost say, all right, who's this guy, right? Come on, that's not happening. But so who's the product for? And then let's get into, the technology.
The product is for a homeowner that is having difficulty. Maybe they might own a lot. Let's say, for example, they were their home burned down in California, during one of the terrible fires. Well, to rebuild that home, the insurance company is requiring them to build with a non-combustible product. The mortgage company is requiring them to have a letter from the fire district that states what the risk level is. And in some cities, they're also requiring that you meet that same requirement. Well, they're stuck. There's nobody building like that. And we naturally have a non-combustible product. Our exterior of our wall panel system is non-combustible. It's ready to finish with the stucco finish. Our homes are a contemporary style look. So not only is the wall, but the roof is also non-combustible. So we take a slab on ground with our panel system, with our slab for the first floor, maybe a two-story home, and then the concrete slab on the roof. So the entire building envelope is non-combustible, which also means, because it is a cementitious fiber reinforced composite wall system and roof system, it's resistant to high wind event. So whether it's hurricanes, tornadoes, you're not going to get things that are going to, let's say, debris flying through the air that's going to go through the side of your home. Everything's connected. Everything meets in our case, everything meets the California building codes. So, this is a very robust system. You and I have talked in the past that this is a forever home. Well, with legality issues and things, I'm not going to say it's a forever home, but it could be a person's home that they live in, for the rest of their lives.
Sure. Oh yeah, I mean, it could be a generational home, right? I would see family after family, and Europe's proven that over and over with all their concrete builds, that typically a house stays in the family for hundreds of years, not just 10 years.
And I'm aware that, people will hear, well, it's a cementitious. So, all the negative aspects to it. What I can guarantee you is this house is going to be more energy efficient than any other structure that you will find, because of the design properties of it. But the other aspect is that it's sustainable because of the design. I've been in this industry a long time. I'm very familiar with how to do a mix design, and our concrete mixture in some mixes reduces the carbon footprint of the concrete that's used in our homes by up to 60%. That's a huge statement.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's the whole goal here. So now when you factor in less energy use from air conditioner or a heating system, and the energy requirements that it takes, we're not going to have someone with our home with the solar system that we are designing into the home. You're not going to have an energy bill. Well, your energy bill is basically going to be able to stay on the grid. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, the houses, you're doing solar panels, but you're also doing energy storage within your wall panels as well. Is that correct?
Because of technically it's a sandwich wall panel. So you've got our concrete, insulation, concrete. Well, because of our manufacturing process, the interior wall that's concrete. We already have the electrical, any plumbing that will already be cast into the wall. So you will get the thermal mass benefits of the concrete. You don't get that with other building systems.
Right.
And in that wall will be smooth enough that with a heavy mastic paint, that's all you have to do. This does not need drywall.
You mind if we play this video real quick, Mike?
Please do. Please do.
Nile built fire-resistant net zero homes of the future today. Created with our patent-pending insulated concrete building system. Panels are constructed from strong and durable composite fiber reinforced concrete which can withstand hurricane-force winds and have passed UL impact testing. Panels feature a layer of rigid insulation built right in, able to resist temperatures exceeding 2,500 degrees for up to 4 hours, all while storing and releasing thermal energy. Now-built homes are predominantly constructed from plentiful and sustainable materials which have not shown the significant cost fluctuations seen by other materials. Our homes are flood-resistant as all materials used do not absorb moisture or promote mold growth. With solar systems installed on every home, it's time to end the compromise of combustible, inefficient, and irresponsible housing. Contact Nile Built for your forever home.
When we add up all the things that's happening out there with the wildfires, climate change, having to get to carbon neutral 2030, 2040, 2050, whatever the number is going to be, when they push for it. And then you think about the wildfires that's been happening in California and Colorado and other places, just not in California. It appears to me you have a solution that not only meets the wind, fire, and water issues, but it's also going to meet the carbon neutral standards moving forward. And we all know it's not cheap to live in California, and you're going to take my energy bills away, or at least reduce them significantly. It's almost too hard to believe. I'd almost say, Michael, you're going to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
Well, quite frankly, that home that was just featured, that is our model home that's under construction right now. We have groundbreaking coming up this week, and it's called the Nellie Gale. And because of what we wanted to show, while it's our model home, it's also a demonstration home. We will actually be able to show that there will be no energy costs, no heating or cooling costs for that 5,200 square foot home. Now, what's also exciting is that same technology for the exterior walls, the roof, that same technology is what we will use for the structure of an affordable home that is 1,000 square feet. So it's the same technology. Well, it won't have all the bells and whistles as a luxury home like this one.
Yeah.
It's got the same energy efficiency, the same affordability, the same sustainability that a high-end home has. And not everybody can say that about the way homes are built today.
Sure. Where are these homes, or the panels, I should say, manufactured currently?
Well, it's on site. And what we are looking to do, the Nellie Gale, our first model home, is infill in an existing subdivision. There happened to be one available lot in the subdivision, and it's well recognized. And so that's one we're using to kick off our Southern California build. Now, the goal is to move into an area where we can build 1,000 homes, 5,000 homes, and we will site cast our panels in a pop-up factory, for lack of better terms, and then not have to ship them down the highway. We can just move them to the lot that's under construction. We will do the rest of the concrete work on site for the floors, the roof, and then once we are completed with that subdivision, we take down the pop-up factory, again, for lack of better terms, and build on those couple sites by site casting and be gone. And that keeps our costs down. It also helps our trajectory, because when you're having to depend upon trucking companies to transportation costs, it just makes, and the capital expenditure of a manufacturing plant, that's difficult in this day and age, especially when you've got a cyclical business like the home building industry.
Who's the customer, Michael? When I say that, so you say development, subdivisions. Are you the manufacturer of the product and the builder of the product, or the general contractor? Where does your job begin, and where does somebody else's job? Where does your job end, and where does somebody else's job begin?
We are the builder developer. Now, what we're looking to do is work with local contractors, local builders, and the intent is that we can work on the exterior superstructure, contract with a builder to do all the finish work, or maybe just contract with a contractor for the superstructure work, and then the builder with the finishing work. So what we've done is eliminated the possibility of a builder or developer using the excuse that, well, we don't build that way, and we're not going to make a change from Let's wood construction, and that's what makes this unique. We have full control now. We can also make sure that we get the messaging out to the consumer that explains the benefits of our homes. That message always seems to get dropped by others that are just looking for margins on, in my background, one perfect example is basements. Basements in the Midwest are one of the most affordable, lowest cost per square foot item for a home. When you look at a production builder, they would just assume eliminate a basement and do a shallow frost protected foundation because it saves them a few extra days in production, and that lowers their cost. And they would rather have that home owner put that money into a more expensive kitchen or a more expensive master bathroom where the profit margins are higher. That's wrong. In my mind, that basement offers the greatest value, the greatest protection from high wind events. So, that's a separate example, but it shows just how that message to the consumer gets changed by the builder based upon what they want for their profit margins. We're looking to partner with cities out here. We're looking to partner with developers to where we can cap the cost of a home so that it can be affordable and not and based upon maybe inflation changes and things, but we can cap the cost of a home. The state is actually suing some of the cities out here for not providing enough affordable housing. And a lot of it has been that they start out with a builder, and then the demand is so great that the builder starts looking at opportunities to make a whole lot more money than what was originally agreed upon. We've seen that happen. And because of that, then it no longer becomes affordable. The other thing is to real quickly say that, it can be built net zero. Well, a wood-based wall system literally is difficult and expensive to make net zero. Ours it naturally can be net zero. So from that standpoint, commitments are made, and then all of a sudden the city is finding, or the developers finding that, the builder is buying carbon credits in the open market in order to say that they're net zero. That doesn't help what the city or the state or developer is trying to do. So we are, you can imagine, we've had a lot of interest by developers, cities, in how we can help them solve their housing crisis.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine you do, and then you add all the homeless people, sleeping on the streets in California and all the big cities. I mean, it's affordability is a big deal, and having a company that's bringing a new technology, a new product, a new way of building to the market is probably very interesting for them. Especially, California is known as the tech capital of the world, in certain parts. And you guys are actually, if I read correctly, being coined as a tech-enabled developer. Is that correct?
That's correct. And
so walk me through how that is, because here I hear you building on site, and walk me through the tech part of this. I understand the solar, I understand the battery, but I mean, when you put all this together, what brings the value of the tech-enabled builder to the forefront?
Well, one is, our technology, while it's new, it's been around for 30 years. A concrete sandwich wall panel. However, we have made these, improvements and already have them patented in order to make it a lighter weight panel, a more energy efficient panel, a more sustainable panel. And that's what makes us unique in the marketplace. And because of that, that's new tech. Now, a lot of people don't feel building is tech, but there's a lot of engineering that went into the design of this. The way we are building our homes is a new way of building in order to make them more robust and make them more non-combustible, more energy efficient. And while we're doing this, we are going to incorporate the latest technology in these homes so that you can take advantage of the energy efficiency. So you can take advantage of the path to net zero mandates that the state is putting on. So, there's just, I guess that's where that got coined, is because we are new technology with a well-proven track record of an existing building system.
For sure. Listen, when we talk about, as I have on the screen now, to build a better future, Class A fire resistance, unmatched safety and comfort, lower maintenance and living costs, net zero energy efficiency, it's ticking all of the check marks on the list of where we're headed and where we got to go. But the biggest check mark to be ticked to me is, how people are perceiving this product now. Tell us a little bit about the market, the research you guys have done. And I know there's a lot of buzz around NILE-Built, but let's hear it from you directly. Like, what's going on, and are people really going, wow, this is awesome?
Well, just for example, our groundbreaking takes place this week. We now have 105 people that are going to be at the groundbreaking for the Nellie Gale. Foundations have already started, so the groundbreaking, we could say, starting ceremony, but it's exciting. And of those 105 people, a high percentage are government officials. They're mayors, they're state assembly folks, they're fire district folks. These are decision makers at the government level that are excited about what we're doing and what we bring to the table, and our interest in trying to help the housing issue. I mean, our goal here is to build affordable homes. Now, while the Nellie Gale's a 5,200 square foot show home, that same technology can be used in a 1,000 square foot home without jacking up the price. And that's what's exciting about this. And that, quite frankly, we've got the Association of California Cities, Orange County. We've got the Orange County Business Council. We have Sustain Southern California. That doesn't include the mayors that are coming, the state folks. There's just this is mind-boggling. There's just a lot of excitement, and we've joked that the groundbreaking's the 17th. Wait until the 18th when the phone calls start coming in. So,
right. Well, that brings up another question. Then I'm watching the Dave Cooper live show. I got Mike Weber on the show from NILE-Built, all this great technology. I'm interested in learning more. How do I participate with NILE-Built? Can I participate with NILE-Built? If I'm a developer and I'm sitting on 100 acre or 100 empty lots somewhere in California, does NILE-Built want to hear from me to see if we can do something together? I mean, talk to us a little bit about where you're at coming to market. I know you guys are doing your own developing, but are you also looking for people out there other than the trades to help finish, like partners such as other developers that may be sitting on a bunch of empty lots?
Sure. We are not looking to license, but we are interested in talking with somebody, whether they have, let's say, like you just said, 100 available lots. They might even be interested in selling their land. Some of this will be on a case by case basis. However, the key to this is not scattered site housing. This is going to be, we've got to move into a location. We have to be able to set up our production operation and run with it on site. That's the whole business model here, to keep it affordable. And we're looking to We're in our final stages of SEC crowdfunding so that folks that want to invest in the company will be able to do that online. We're looking to set up a land bank so that we can actually start buying a lot of these properties. There's just a lot of moving parts on this right now, and what I can say is, in Southern California, we are going to change the way homes are built, and this can go clear across the country.
So I'm a resident in Southern California, and I want to build a Nile built home. I want a home that's fire resistant, water resistant, wind resistant, and should a fire break out, I want a house that can withstand that and protect my family, my pets, everything else. Can I call Nile Built today and say, hey, listen, how can I hire you to build my house?
We're going to have that set up. I'm not, I can't take all the calls right now. However, we are interested in where you're at, what you're looking at, and quite frankly, connecting with us online. Feel free to email me, mike.weber@nilebuilt.com, and we can keep in touch.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll put that in the comments of the show as well. Michael's email, so everybody has it. All right, Michael, what haven't I touched base on now? So what am I missing? Am I missing anything? Is there any final words you want to leave with the audience before we wrap this up?
Well, your opening, Mission Impossible. I would say mission possible with our homes because they are non-combustible. If there's any leave behind that I can, provide, they're non-combustible, they're high wind event resistant, they're net zero, and they're sustainable, and they're a Nile built home. And that's what sets us apart from everybody else.
You're going to be at World of Concrete in a week and a half out in Las Vegas. I believe it's January 23rd through the 25th. It's a huge show. And you're going to be speaking out there. Are you going to be speaking about Nile Built and your technology and how you guys are changing the way you're using concrete to build houses?
I presented in 23 at the World of Concrete, and I guess I did a decent job because I was asked back by the organizers of the World of Concrete to present again. So while I'm not speaking about Nile Built, I'm speaking about modern concrete technology. Yeah. And that is on Wednesday of next week. It's exciting. Everybody jokes it with me when we start talking concrete. I just kind of come to life. So I enjoy this, and it's been my career. And so, yes, I'm not talking about Nile Built. However, I am Mike Weber with Nile Built. I will be talking about modern concrete technology.
Awesome. Well, guess what, Michael? I'm also going to be at World of Concrete, so I'm sure hopefully we're going to connect and spend a little bit of time together. Looking forward to going out there. I'll be with the Progress Group as well. We got to visit them in Bricks in Italy. I don't know if you caught any of those shows with their wall panel system.
It's exciting.
They're doing some great stuff with all their green code technology. So if you want to learn more about that, definitely reach out as well. So, Michael, I can't thank you enough. I know how busy you are. Being the concrete guy, I'm sure everybody wants a piece of you this time of year, especially with all the trade shows coming up and the fact that you're getting ready to launch a home. I am very blessed that you chose to come on this show because I know all the news outlets are reaching out as well to showcase what you're doing. So thank you.
Thank you, Dave, for the opportunity. Really appreciate all your efforts and, being a part of the NHB's Building Systems Councils. You've done a lot to elevate the awareness of systems built in the industry. So thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you for saying that. We're here to promote all of you out there that are truly trying to make a change. And that's what's important. And Michael, you're in that list of people, which is becoming a larger and larger list, which is amazing. And I'm happy for it. So with that said, everybody, we'll see you at World of Concrete. If you're going to World of Concrete, reach out to us. If you're going there and you want to hear Michael speak, well, the code's right there, ECCWE. You don't want to miss it. What is it? You got an hour and a half on stage, I think. Isn't that what it said? 11 to 12:30? An hour and a half of Michael. How could you not go see it?
When we talk concrete, hour and a half goes by pretty fast.
It does, especially when we start adding technology to it and you say, well, I'm going to build it affordably. That's what's cool about it, because the most sustainable home is the home that doesn't have to be built again. And I'm not saying forever home either, but if you maintain it and take care of it, read between the lines.
Well, it's that livability factor. It's one thing to be able to afford the mortgage. You also have to afford to be able to heat and cool the home as well and pay for the insurance.
That's right. Well, you know what? All the money you save on not having to pay for the heating and cooling will pay for your insurance. So you're all set there. It's a makeup route. All right, everybody, listen, thank you for watching. And again, say thank you to these sponsors as well. Michael, don't go anywhere. I'll come back to you after the show here.
Okay.
What an amazing show. Thank you to all of our sponsors for helping us to continue to bring all of these innovative conversations to all of you out there. Please visit them, see what they have to offer you. And as always, subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring that bell. It would mean the world to us. I'm Dave Cooper. Thanks for watching.